So, back to having a video that I can look back on and be like, oh, that's cool. It's now the 12th of April, 2021. I just looked at my Facebook memories. Ten years ago, I asked Lexi to marry me. Five years ago, I got out of prison. No, huh, 6 years ago. 2015, I got out of prison 6 years ago. Yeah. So I was inside and I was watching Saving Private Ryan. You ask any historical, World War II historian, and they'll tell you that even guys that were there, that they said that it was one of the most accurate depictions of what D-Day, what storming the beaches would have been like. You know, just throwing this out there that it would have been impossible without the engineers. Sappers lead the way, airborne all the way. I love the movie because there's so much reality in it, especially if you've lived through anything like it. And I haven't seen half of what those guys saw, even a fraction, really. Um, well, it gets me every time. And I really got to break out of this routine. I feel it already sucking me down, but what am I supposed to do? I can't do anything else other than. Excuse me. I have to be here from him. But, here next weekend, I'm going to be going back to Kansas to see my mom. Not to see her. Well, number one, to see her. But I need to help move. I can only be there for a couple days, but I'm going to be moving a lot in those couple days. I'll rent a truck and. Yeah. There's a dog out down the street. I'm scared he's going to come attack my kitty. Not the one between my legs either. That's a fucking beast. Nasty. So anyway, yeah, man, I should do all three. I should write if I can write. I should talk if I can talk. I should record videos if I can do that. There's so much more that goes through my head throughout the day. So many good things I say in my head, and I'm like, hey, that's pretty good. I should remember that. Well, if I remembered it once, I'll remember it again, is what I say. In my head, at least. And then I never... see something bright. Welcome to heaven. Whoa. Why is it doing that? Heaven. I'm in 3,500 lumens. Made by Guidesman. And it is a beast. It takes like 16 double A's. So yeah, man. I'm going to be going back to Kansas at least for a couple days. Pack up me and Matthew's room. Kind of set it up. You know, I don't know. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be a 12-hour, 13-hour drive there. And then moving for those couple days. Hopefully Mom can get them off. I need to talk to her tomorrow. Let her know what days I'm going to be there. Anyway. So, yeah. I need to do this shit better. Not for anybody else other than myself, just so I can cinematically know that, I did the best I could do with what I got, I have the phone, I need to get a tripod or whatever those cool kids do. What I need to do is get my fucking teeth fixed. It's horrible, man. But, in these last couple months, I've definitely been a lot more outgoing with it. Regardless of it. I don't give a fuck. It's horrible, isn't it? Can't believe I'm even showing you that much. It's kind of dark out here, so whatever. Fuck it, whatever. A whole team of people are going to stand around it eventually. Soon. Speaking of that, I watched a video on TikTok earlier by Dave Hall. And he said tomorrow, I want you to wake up and do something that you don't normally do in your routine. Tomorrow I'm going to be making some calls. See if I can't get my 100%. I wouldn't pursue it if I wasn't still having problems, but, it's at least a couple days out of the week that are still rough. Which gives me a false sense of being okay, so I ended up eating more, too much, and it hurts me for longer than I really like. I should have started a medical journal a long time ago, and then I could have been like, listen, there's what happened. I can throw out my dates to them. I need to write a letter and email it to them. Yeah. In 4 months, I lost 75 pounds. Started at 225 at the end of 2018. By the end of 2019, by 4 months later, by the end of February 2019, pretty much, I dropped down to 152. And that's kind of where I leveled off at. I stayed like that for about a year. I still wasn't eating, but it was better because I wasn't as in the bathroom as much because I had pretty much shit everything out. Shit 75 pounds off. It's a horrible way to lose weight. Anybody on a diet out there that thinks that, oh man, 75 pounds in 4 months, that's a fucking dream. No, kids, no. It's not a dream to lose it like that. Like, I remember one day, I was literally in the bathroom for like half of it. Over half of the day. It was like a 16-hour day in the bathroom. because I was shitting my fucking brains out. It happens. Happened a lot. Going 5, 6, 7 days without eating because you're continually shitting even though you're not eating. That was the craziest thing about it, is I wasn't consuming anything, but I was still shitting. Granted, it got pretty runny. It's when they call me Rocket Man. Because like a jet of, like a stream of water, you know, like those CNC machines, I could have cut steel as it lifted me up off the pot. I could tell some bathroom tales. I've fallen asleep in there so many times during a shit. But anyway, it's 1:11 on the 12th of April. It's starting to warm up in Phoenix. It's already mid-90s. It isn't too bad unless you don't have fucking air conditioning. Been thinking about that hard. If I don't have air conditioning, why aren't I riding a motorcycle? Beats me. Thinking I might go sell my soul to the without air conditioner and that fucking thing. If I'm paying $500, oh, for anybody that doesn't know, I had run my credit so far into the ground after so many years of just getting by, after thinking I was doing the right thing, after, man, so many things. Anyway, you know, when you start off around 480 and build it up to about 560 and then you let it go back down because of more stupid mistakes, you have to pretty much take what you can get. The one dealership to fucking finance me was Drive Time. 26% interest later. I love the van though. I do gotta say, it's comfortable to drive. I roll really well in it. You know, I've had 28 miles to the gallon. It's not too bad. But not having air conditioning in Phoenix makes me want to park it and call them and say, come pick it up. Or you got anything else? Maybe I should call them and say, hey, you know, I didn't try the AC because I bought it in, you know, mid-February when it's absolute fucking paradise out in Phoenix. 70s, 60s degrees. Who's going to turn on their air conditioner? We can crack the window and get free AC. That's just beautiful on the skin. So I didn't turn on my AC for 2 months. I was up in Colorado. I was in Kansas. It was cold. My heater worked good. It made a noise. The fan does, kind of. But then I turned on the AC the other day when the first day I needed to use it. And it just blew. Just air. Not, well, hot air because it was hot, but I don't know if it's making a weird noise, you know, for someone that's worked on ACs and cars and all kinds of stuff. It's not making a good noise. Not a couple of cans of Freon are gonna fix it. I'm paying $500 a month for it. Man. I'm gonna have to settle for it right now. Get my 100%. Pay it off. No. Get my 100%. Save up a couple months, couple thousand for a really good down payment. And either trade it in or just let it go back and get something else, man. I can't not have AC. In Phoenix. No, no, thank you. If I do, no AC is good on a motorcycle. I still haven't ridden a bike, since I got out. It was before I got out, but I would love to have another motorcycle. And, I've just been waiting on God, the right one will pop up, the right instance, the right situation where, I slide right into it, whatever God wants me to have. It'll be easy to move around. I just strap it to the van and go. I'll show you how all that works. Wheel chock in the hitch after I get a hitch. If I even keep the van, I don't fucking know. It's rough, man. It's rough. It's rough. Anyways, I'm still going to post these. I know they're super long. I'm sorry. If you watched them this whole time and up to this point, thank you. 16 minutes and 20 seconds later, I'm still just talking. Still good to get this shit out, to be able to talk and feel a little bit like somebody hears it. Because I do get a couple views. That one video said fire snow and it got 100 or 658, and then it stopped right there. It was of that morning it snowed in Mattersville. I miss Mattersville. I woke up feeling clean every morning. It was the walls cleansing me. I mean, the moment I heard them, I bust out crying. Anyway, I'm posting this right now. Y'all have a good night. Airborne all the way.